Hoya! 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 Gun is armed. Hoya! Hoya! Arm the gun and fire! 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 Hello, hello. Welcome back to the bog. I'm Willow, and I'll be your guiding light. Today, we're going to be checking out the Iron Nest demo. It is a dieselpunk artillery simulator. You are the guy who runs a giant walking artillery platform, and everything you have to do is manual pulleys and switches and all sorts of things. So for example, this is how you make coffee. You have to select your roast, place your cup, balance heat and pressure through the brewing, and start and stop on time. So the placing stuff, not too weird, but then you have to like hit the lever and get the pressure like where you want it to be, and get these things into the green, I think. But I think I've already gone past time, so hopefully we can do it on the second try. But like it's not easy to keep these things in the zone. And then you hit the lever and I can drink the coffee. And so the game seems to be a bunch of that. Pulling levers, doing stuff. If you don't know what dieselpunk is, it's steampunk with diesel. So it's messier, it's heavier, it's grosser, it's a little more gritty. Let's give it a try. Alright, we're on calibration fire as our first thing. Iron Nest has been commissioned. Pre-operational ranging is required before active deployment. A target has been designated by High Command for calibration purposes. Confirmation of fire accuracy is the sole objective. Okay, so hit the target. Oh, there we go. Read, measure, calculate, load, and then I assume... Oh no, God, rotate, elevate, fire. Okay. So we got to get through the 7 steps. All right. Aha! So we're inside of our giant walker. So you can see that like this is all the like machinery. This looks like it's the actual cannon itself. Everything's got such good clinking sounds. Oh. High command to Iron Nest. Begin calibrating firing test. Plot your firing trajectory to target on the map. Fire HE shell at the target. Okay. Can I like take notes on any of this? Oh. Oh. So I can copy down all of these things. And then can I scrap these? Yeah. Okay, so we're at H355. They're at Q442. So I'm assuming we're gonna learn a way to do that. How do I? Yeah, I'm like make it go away. Okay, so we have to read. Yeah, we saw this. High command notice. This is their Discord because it's an early thing. You're here. We've got the receiver, the map. And so you can see, get the instructions, measure the distances, calculate, load both things, rotate, elevate, fire. All right, so this was the read piece. Beautiful. And now we go here. Map icons, ally, enemy, reference point. Underground requires armor penetration. High priority gives you additional requisition points. Structures are immobile. Cross is infantry. 1/ is recon. They give intel. Artillery or dots to give plus 30 seconds to CBT. Don't know what that is. Mechanized is the loop. Fire director pauses CC. Supply cache. Okay. Weird. lower the volume a little bit. Press E for map view. So this is me at H3. But what is... Oh, what the... Okay, hold up. Tactical map, measuring distance and bearing. You can see all the angles. Distance in kilometers, 7.35. In degrees, bearing, 67.5. You can delete markers, okay. Reset markers, delete all map measurements, reset kill tokens. And you are... Oh, oh, oh. Oh, and this gives you, like, your fire... What the heck? Okay. So, they're at Q42. I want to place that there so I can aim shit at it, I guess. And we're at... Yeah, so we're... Move that. We are at 5.5. And so, if I want to go Q442, yeah, that is in Q4. It's 4.2. I don't know what this thing does. We're gonna put this over here for now until I figure out what it does. But that's 4.2 in Q4, and we are at 5.5. It gives us a bearing of 85 degrees, 0.7, and 8.91 kilometers. So then I come over to here. Ballistic calculator. Input distance to target. Select number of powder charges. Calculate gun elevation. Oh, and so you get 5 kilometers per powder charge. So with 8.9, I need 2 powder charges. And then I gotta calculate the elevation. Okay. Input distance to target. Oh no. We keep going. Can I get to... It's 9.1. 8.91, we need 2 powder charges, so it has a max range of 10. Oh, it tells me to do that. Calculate required elevation. And now I have 53.46. Okay. And then I have to load... This is the left loader and right loader. Yeah, okay. Press E to interact. How is this? Gun loading. Select shell, ram shell, dispense powder charges, ram powder charges. So I need to pick an HE shell and slot it. Okay, so shell selector pressure system. Okay, so we... Ooh! Standard burst load. I like that. Oh, that is so hefty, and I need to turn that way down. Alright, hefty sounds. Alright. And then I need to dispense the powder charges. So if I have 2, I pull the first 2 levers. And then I pull you and you. And then, is this the ram for this? I think this is. Yeah, okay. Sweet. And now over here, elevation. Match elevation to angle in your calculator and clipboard. Oh. And then, so We want it to go to, like, they're basically equivalent. Something like that. We gotta let it spin for a little while. Oh my god. God, you have to actually, like, wait for it to do it? Oh my god. While it's doing that, I quickly want to check and make sure that my calculation hasn't, like, changed. Yeah, okay. And then I want 53.46. So we gotta get it down to 53.46. Okay. And then rotation, bearing, yeah, so my bearing is 85.7. Okay. No, that's not what I want. Oh, that's the wrong way. Okay. I have to get to 85.7. Oh, look at the whole turret move. Oh, shit. Oh! Okay, maybe I have to be a little bit nicer if I'm doing it with the automatic. Okay. It does not seem happy with me. And that's how I vent the steam from fucking it up. 85.7, okay. Run over each step of the arming nest, switch for confirmation. Arm the firing gun, and then fire! Okay, so... Fire mission... confirmed. Oh, and I can see, yeah, 85.7, 53.46, so... Fire mission confirmed, shell type confirmed, bearing confirmed, ranging confirmed. Gun armed. Fire! Okay. Oh, and you get to watch and see if he bungled it or not. Oh my god. This is going to be so stressful if there's like timing or other shit going on. Oh no. I feel like we're off. Come on. Oh. Did we hit it? That's the target, that's the shell? Are these like civilian casualties? Oh. That looks like... Oh, and you can like go rest for the night? So it... Did I hit it? Calibration confirmed, combat ready. Okay. And then we can now go down here. Oh, this is your little system. That's so cute. The desk is actually in the iron nest. And you get your shower, your bathroom. Is this a leaderboard? Whoa, okay. And then we rest for the next day. Monstrous strike on Mercy Ward. Hold up. The Castile Herald, Tuesday, 9 a.m., December 19th, 1927. Official report. Anti-monarchists detonated a bomb in the hospital's entry courtyard, murdering 163 and maiming over 300 citizens. A brutal atrocity meant to shatter the very heart of Castile. The attack occurred during visiting hours, which has been described by the king as particularly unsporting. I don't know if I believe that that was not us. I think we did that. Fire and light. Intelligence has identified an anti-monarchist element operating within the city. Separately, High Command has scheduled a celebratory illumination over the Royal Palace to mark the General's peace initiative. Iron Nest has been assigned both operations. Oh, don't get those confused. Ha 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 ha! Imagine if you got those confused. You just flattened something. Alright. Command Iron Nest. A hostile element has been identified within the city. Triangulate target position and destroy it. And then we have... Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Ordnance HE only. Care about that. These are our things. These are our spotters. And then we have our field intelligence. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's already going to shit. No, we have so many things! Okay, so I want... Spotter 1 is N8 on 05. That's spotter 1, and spotter 2 is M375. So they're way down here. Oh my god, and then I have to triangulate this? Hold, I want to know... oh god. How do I get rid of those? Oh, nope, nope, oh no. I've got to have a, like, delete all map measurements. Okay. That's a distance maker. I need... where's my bearing calculation? I had something that did that. Maybe it was... So it's 87 from spotter 1. 87 degrees from spotter 1. Oh, I need to do like way out here so I have more fine control. And it was 52 degrees from spotter 2. Okay, and then I can triangulate its position by... well, that is not gonna work. Okay, never mind. Get rid of that. And so I want to, like, draw to, like, the end of the map, 52 degrees. And I want to draw to the end of the map, 87 degrees. Okay, so... my target's, like... here? How do I place, like, a target thing? Target A. I don't understand what this is supposed to be for. This just tells me the distance from any point, but that's not helpful here. I guess if I need to know that, but I can see both of those, and the problem is this intersection is not... I don't love this intersection, because it looks like it's in this area. I don't know. We're doing 5-8. I'm calling 5-8 good enough. Okay, so I want an HE shell on 5-8. Oh, and then I need to actually calculate my own bearing. And I'm still on H355, so... is this not... Ah, this is not colorful. Okay. Alright, so I don't care about these ones. I care about my 66.2 and my 13 kilometers. Okay. So we go here, and we're at 13.13 kilometers, which means I need 3 powder charges. And I have an elevation. Excellent. And then here, I can just slam the HE shell. Oh, it's so chunky. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay. Oh, they're locked for loading right now. I refuse to do this in the order it wants me to. Well, I'm not good at this. The calculation thing. And you need to be at 66.2. And then, what was the button to throw it? Oh, you don't. It just does it. And then 52. So if I just go back a little bit, it's 52, 52. So it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, here we go. 52, 52. And then, yeah, you guys just change as we go. That's that. So if I check this, fire mission is HE shell. Shell type is HE. Bearing confirmed at 66.2. Ranging at 52, 52 with an HE shell. Maybe I have to load the shell before I calculate the bear. I want to try... What if I recalculate this? Like, now that it has shells loaded. Nope, it's the same. Okay, cool. Hold the handle. Gun armed. Oh, yeah! Oh, jeez. Okay, let's hope we didn't fucking miss. What a stressful job. You whiff one of these and you just flatten, like, a whole civilian district. Because we've never done that before. It's looking promising so far. Assuming I, you know, spotted correctly from my spotters. That looks promising. That looked like a good shot. What have we got over here? Target destroyed. Reconnaissance photos transmitted. Destroy both hostile elements before proceeding. So I go over here. Ah, we have some nasty civvies over here. Yeah, we flattened that. All right, nice. So, I mean, we scattered one of the. Oh no, we hit our target dead on. So, if we do 5-3, I can use a yellow line from here. 5, 3, 68.2. Okay. Can I have that bearing, please? How do I grab that bearing? Oh, no. I wanted that bearing. I would like that bearing, please. It's not giving it to me. Maybe it has to be the red one. The red one might be the one that gives me the... We've decided to fire at this. Yeah, the red one is the let's fire at this. Okay. So we go here. It's a little bit less distance. 1291, which still means it needs 3. It's 51.64. Here I need... The struggle is real. Get an HE round. I want to get you to a nice 68. 1, 2, 3. And slam it. Oh, lordy lord. Do I have new information? Yeah, okay. And then once it's done loading, we can elevate the gun. We gotta let it just click for a little bit. I'm so scared of having 2 guns. That's gonna be a fucking problem. God, you have to just sit here and let it corkscrew down slowly. Oh my god. And then we want it down to 51.64. Nice. Okay, so I think we have a fire mission. I have an HE shell. The bearing is a nice 68. Ranging is confirmed. The gun is armed. God, everything rattles and shakes. Oh, can I not? Oh, because this isn't like a super important one. This is just blowing up civilians. Yeah, unimportant. Not a problem. We can just flatten them. We're firing at a town. Let's be very clear here. We are not the good guys. Be very clear to anyone at home wondering. We're not the good guys. Oh! Yep, direct hit. Target destroyed. Phase 1 complete. The second fire mission now authorized. Order starbursts over the Royal Palace. Alright, so we gotta make sure that we load... Yeah, we want to flare round. I don't want to load an explosive round. And then all of this goes away. Fire in the vicinity of the coordinates below. We're firing starbursts over the Royal Palace for the flares. Fire in the vicinity of the coordinates below. A ground observer will mark corrections directly on impact recon photos. Adjust and repeat fire until High Command confirms satisfactory burst position. Okay. Grab that. Grab the explanation. And grab the approximate coordinates. And then... I still need spotter 1's coordinates. Did I... Oh, do I have no way to go back? Surely there's a way to go back, but I just don't see. There's gotta be a way to go back. I think I still have spotter 1 on the map, so it's fine. I don't need... the measurements anymore. But I can still use this. So we want yellow for stuff. Spotter 1, bearing 262. Yeah, which is like this way. And we're somewhere over here, I think. 262, 4.51. These are only approximate coordinates, though. 262 and 4.51. So 5.9 is the target? Oh, it really likes not giving me clean... Yeah, okay. So then I can get my red stuff, and I can be like, okay, what is my shenanigans here? Alright, beautiful. And I know I've loaded a star round. Range is way lower. Yeah, we're going all the way down to 4.5. 4.5 kilometers, 1 powder charge. Load the 1 powder charge. Womp. And then we need to be... Yeah, we've so far to go. Nope. We have to go so far to get back there. To get all the way down to 12. I can't hear myself think. Listen to the sweet, sweet hum of this just mechanical beast. And then I want 12.6. Yep. And you need to be... You're actually surprisingly in where I need to be. Oh, because we're firing it much higher because it's a star round. There's no point in shooting a giant flare into the sky if you're not actually firing it into the sky. Alright, so if we check this... Fire mission, we know it's a star round. The bearing is 54... is 12.6. Elevation is 54.12. We arm the left gun. And we can see it going, and then it will yell at us with how wrong we are. I don't think we're right, because this is where the town is, but I wanted to see what it did. I was assuming it would be over, you know, an area. .3 kilometers? You useless fuck. Useless, man. This useless spotter. Alright, launch another star. Arrows, direction from the impact point. God damn it. You useless knob. I need this to be white so I can distinguish it. This doesn't have things. Okay, so it has to be yellow or I won't have numbers. I need 4.3. You were half off. You useless knob. 4.37, and I want it like in between those. Alright, I'll take that. And then we aim at this tile, and we get our bearing. And our range needs to have 2. Because we're technically just over our 5 kilometer limit. So, calculate that. Let's go load our 2 in. Oh. Downs are so satisfying, man. And then I think we loop around the 325. Yeah. Oh. can keep going, buddy. You got this. Just slowly turning. I don't want to fuck my gears up again. That was kind of awkward. 325.4. Yep, okay. And 35.88. Oh, yeah. And now it's got a... Nice, then I can keep you going. 35.88. And getting some of these numbers mixed up would be a disaster. We know what we're doing. We have a star shell. Our bearing is correct. Our ranging is correct. The gun is armed. Fire! How do you not yell fire like fire every time you do this? I still don't trust this spotter. This spotter is a knob. He got me a very wrong calculation the first time. Way off the mark. So like hitting these guys would be bad. Starboard position confirmed. Fire mission complete. Stand down until further orders. Oh yeah. I'm guessing if you accidentally Heishi these guys, you get in a lot of trouble for blowing up the very important people. Where's the bed? Okay, you can put that away. Alright, nice! Maybe we can do one more mission? A night of celebration marked by atrocity. Ranga's October 14th, 1927. Oh, this is like multiple months ago. On an evening set aside to honor the general's continued pursuit of peace, the anti-monarchists remind us all that no such pursuit concerns them. Their only correspondence arrives written on the blood of innocents. How many times will he turn the other cheek? For 3 years, generals extended every olive branch available to him, and for 3 years, the brutish rebels have returned the branches aflame. As His Majesty the King honored the general's dedication to peace with a medal, the anti-monarchists desecrated the ceremony with artillery fire upon a civilian quarter. Wow, okay, so we are definitely part of the propaganda machine. Oh my god. We're targeting civilians, and we know that because they're blue areas I'm shooting at, you know? Like, we can see that the areas are blue when we actually fire at them. Liberation. Anti-monarchist forces have maintained an occupation of Ciudad Real. High Command has ordered the city restored to the crown. Iron Nest has been repositioned to support the operation. Requisition procurement is authorized to meet operational requirements. I can requisition things? Oh. That's not how that works. I have to, like, ask for what I need. Oh my god, we're walking. I don't know if I can see out of the Iron Nest anywhere. Can I see us moving on the map? Doesn't look like we're moving on the map. We are definitely moving. This is the requisition. I want to see if I can find a place that lets me look out the window or something. I don't think this is the kind of thing that comes with that. We are locked in a box, so we cannot see anything about what we are firing upon. There we go. Reposition. Oh, jeez. We good? Repositioning complete. Iron Nest is now I-653. So before we do anything else, I need to move. I need to make sure you're at I-653. So that I know where I am. Yeah. Okay. Command to Iron Nest. It needs to be cleared of hostile elements. Destroy 5 hostile infantry units within the designated Ermine sector. Requisition console is authorized for ammunition and powder charge procurement at your discretion. Observation assets. We have our 3 spotters. We come over here, and I want to grab my spotters so that I actually know what I'm doing. Alright, spotter 1, you're at I-10? 2, 3, so you're right there. Alright, spotter 2 is on J5. You're very close to me. You're on 8-3, and spotter 3... Spotter 3 is in Narnia. What the hell? You're on 9-6? And this looks like the target would be my assumption. And this doesn't... This just tells you what you hit with the different types of rounds, I assume. And then... so we have field intelligence for the different targets. Okay, so if I do this, I don't need any of these anymore. I have them on the map. And I can slap down the infantry and their relative bearing. And then both of these guys are active in friendly urban sectors. Ah, so this is what the distance thing is handy for. Okay, so if we go here, we'll try out the distance thing first, because why not? So if I grab this, I can look at spotter 3 and say I need 5.42 kilometers. And if I go to spotter 1, who's way up here, I know that you're 6.89 kilometers. And then we know there are 2 intersection points where infantry number 3 can be. Okay. If I do bearing 222 from spotter 1, I want you sort of like here. So I want it all the way in the corner of the map. I can have a better beat on the intersection. Nice, and then 270 from spotter 2, which should be something like this. I don't need this one to go all the way, because I just need their intersection point. Nice, so that guy is on 7.5. Beautiful. Infantry 2 is 277 from spotter 2. Which is more up. And it's 277 exactly. And 351 from spotter 3. Which is something like that. Why are all of the enemies in my area? Game? I don't like that. This is not cute. I wonder if I fire like a starburst shell over the center. Okay, hold up. What if I just like fire a starburst shell at that target? Like, what if we just start off with that and see if it like spots shit for me? Oh, I have nothing. Oh no. Right, requisition. So how does this work? I have 100 requisition credits. What do you... Do I have to, like, descend it? One explosive. We don't have thermite, agitation, leaflet propaganda, MSTD. One hardened bunker piercing small burst shell. Okay, we have plenty of stuff. I want a star shell for the left magazine. And then I need like 1, 2, 3, 4 more HE shells no matter what. And I'm gonna need, like, 16 powder charges or something. And we're gonna need them anyway, so, like, who cares if we use up a lot of our stuff? Alright, we got our star shell first. I want to load that. Distance is 6.67. Oh god, no one say it. Nobody say it. We have our gun elevation, and it needs 2 of these guys. Womp womp. And then you... I need to get to 261 somehow. Requires turning this thing so far. Wub 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 wub. And we can keep going. And... 261.9? I got that really close. I'm kind of pleased about that. You're closer to 40. We can hard stop things and then vent the pressure that causes. Where is my 40.02? Okay, so in theory, I have a star shell. The bearing is correct. The ranging is correct. Gun is armed. And I can watch it fly. And I'm really curious if this is going to give me more information, because it's a flare shell. Is that going to give me surveillance photos with better information on where the infantry is? It totally is. Wild. So, if I want to hit both of those guys, without hitting this civilian, I need to be aiming at, like, 5.1. That's my... Oh, that's my new target. Maybe 6.1 to be a little bit safe. I'd hate to accidentally blow up a civilian, right? That should give me new stuff. The range is lower, but we're still in the... We need multiple powders. Do those. And then I need to grab myself an HE round. And you, we need to be at 255. And slowly get towards that. We have to come back when I need to load my powder. Womp womp! 255.9. And then this needs 30.48. Oh, look at this thing. I want you, like, here. Come on! Oh, no, I want you on the 30. What am I doing? Whoopsies! He'll get in position, and then we're gonna flatten that guy. 30.48? We got very close once again. Okay. So now we should have fire mission, shell, bearing, left gun height, gun armed. And we're gonna see if we hit one or both of our targets. And, like, hopefully we don't hit a civilian. That'd be unfortunate. Oh my god, it didn't hit the other guy. No. Alright, well, we have our red pencil still, so we should be able to... a new one, and this is gonna be, yeah, almost entirely the same. You are a little bit farther. But this is still the same. We need to load that. 256 is this way. Get my powder in. Womp womp! And you can't change the elevation while you're loading. Oh, but I could be loading other shells over here. Oh, that's so weird. Okay. I don't know if I'm ready for loading both guns yet. That feels kind of advanced. That feels a little serious. While I was doing that, are they saying anything new? Am I being yelled at? No, we don't. We did find the other guy, so excellent. This we need to increase to 31.92. Opa, there we go. And so this should be an HE, bearing 256.7. Range is correct. Arm the gun, and fire! You punch another HE in there once it comes up. And with my red pen, we're going to find out how to hit you. Nice. That is a direct hit. We're getting new text. Probable enemy ammunition cache across the river. Priority target designated. Conduct recon flight over grid P4. We have to do a recon one? Oh. Okay, so if I go here, I also need an AP shell, and I need it for the right magazine. Punch that. And then scout plane. Ooh. I don't think we care about bearing. We just care about P4. Right? And that should just fly a plane over P4. Yeah, and you can see it. And so our new target is this guy. And I need to load the armor-penetrating round over here. And then over here, the distance is 7.34. Which means it's 2 powder shells. That's our old one. I don't know why you were leaking. Did my shell not work? What the... Where's my AP shell, man? Do I have to request powder for that gun? I thought the powder didn't have that when I looked at it. Powder charges. Yeah, this doesn't have a... Like, am I out? Oh, it says I have 100... Why are you... Oh my god, I hit the wrong lever. I was like, what is happening? You gotta go for a while. Oh, did we go around? We might have gone around. Shit. Well, we gotta keep going, I guess. And this one's still loading. Elevation of like 40. We're still turning. Oh my god. You can see the bearing over here losing its mind. Oh, there's so much crunching happening. Oh. This is not a good genre if you don't like large amounts of background noise, I gotta say. Dieselpunk is not your friend if you don't like the grinding of the gears. It is loud and messy. You need to have 44. I can manually crank us to, yeah, just over 44. And so this is, we have our mission, we have an AP shell, our bearing is 106, our elevation is 44, we have armed the right gun. And I need to see if this actually hits, and then this can go away, as can that. Which means I do want to start going back to 270. While we figure out if this is gonna hit the target or not. I'm learning which things I can do independently and which things I can't. Hey, very nice. Let's not have you going while I'm over here reading. We have to complete the destruction of the infantry. Understood. Yes, we're back to this one, which is 6.38. There's still 2 powder charges. You're getting an HE rocket. Oh shit. Fix that. You need to go to 270. Load them both. Oh god, I love the sounds, the smells, the suffering. I've gone mad with power. This is just a nice 270 to blow somebody off the face of the map. Elevation of 38. And this would be a good time to like requisition an HE shell to the right magazine, because then I can load my second shot while that one fires. You need to be at 38.28. And then we go here. There's an HE loaded. Bearing 270, 38.28. We've primed the left gun. Fire! And then this one I fucked up. I have to get it all the way around. Boom. Can load that shell. And I can already start drawing to this guy, which is 6.35, which means I can load 2 of these in here. Did I get any new news on any of this? No, it's just direct hit on different things. Yeah, so we're just firing this last one. This needs to get turned off. We need a 276 bearing, which is so much nicer than what we had to do before, comparatively. 276 1. And you need to be loaded. Oh. You're getting prepped. You gotta do that. And then we know this one, so somewhere in the urban center is the last infantry. So this is the one that I didn't have. It's in a friendly urban sector, which means he's definitely up here. So we want a star shell on the right side so I can find his ass. Or I could scout plane. Ooh, wait. So I could scouting plane the like B9. So if I do a scouting plane quickly, scout plane on B, and then we go to 9, and I slam that. That should help find him. And I want the 38 degrees we've got locked in here. And it's 38.1. Alright, cool. And so we've got our fire mission. We have an HE shell loaded on the right side. Bearing is correct. Elevation is correct. The right side is primed. Fire! I can can all of this. You can get removed. And then if I go here... Oh, are you kidding me? He's on a friendly? Who cares? Flatten it. Yeah, direct hit 1.3. And this should be target destroyed. Yep. Alright. 8.3. A little bit longer than usual. 8.38, which still needs 2. 1, 2. Bearing 298. Slam it. And then click up to 298 for me, my dear. 298, 0. And then once that locks in, we can flatten our final target of this mission. And I guess, what is the thing it's on? It's on some sort of allied thing, but we're just gonna blow it up. Like, really unfortunate for the ally, but shouldn't be standing on the enemy. Why are you fraternizing, bro? 50.28, we got a little bit too far. Alright, cool. So now we've got an HE shell, bearing of 298.0, ranging of 50.28. The left side is locked and loaded. Fire! This should be the end of our mission. Assuming I, hit the target. I don't think we splashed any friendlies so far. And the recon plane, I could have done a little bit lower, like B8, I think. Then it would have been okay. We gonna hit? Oh god. Am I gonna get in trouble for killing the friendly? Yep, flattened. Friendly propaganda station 1 destroyed. Ceasefire! Ceasefire! He was in the thing. Sector cleared. Local garrison will consolidate from this point. Stand down until further notice. They don't care that I destroyed our propaganda center. I took out the infantry. That horrifies me. Oh my god. Alright. It's our news in the morning. The Royal City reclaimed. Ciudad Real. Royal City is restored to the crown this morning as the general drives the anti-monarchist occupation from its streets. The city, His Majesty the King, was pleased to learn, is almost majority intact. Uh... Oh, this is aircraft in Warcraft. God, it's all fucking wild. Alright, we're gonna look at what the next mission is. Oh, wait. What? Counter battery. Enemy forces have deployed artillery across the river in response to recent operations. This was anticipated. Iron Nest has been cleared for active engagement under direct fire conditions for the first time. Oh. Or uncontested engagement. Enemy forces have been caught mid-resupply in an exposed position. No counter-battery threat has been identified in this sector. High Command has authorized engagement at Iron Nest discretion. So now we start getting more choices. But I will have to leave you with that for today. That is our look at the Iron Nest demo. It is exactly what it says on the tin. You get to do cool dieselpunk artillery stuff. It's all very nitty-gritty, and I assume when you're being fired at, that causes problems. Being hit probably knocks your alignment off. I'm guessing at some point enemies will be moving, albeit probably slowly given the size of the map, but it means I wouldn't be surprised if you have to calculate, given their, speed and trajectory, we're firing here, all sorts of things like that. I really like this game. If you want to check it out, it's on Steam. Otherwise, have a wonderful day. I've enjoyed being your guide. If you've enjoyed having me as your guide, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Well, maybe not for more Iron Nest, but for many other journeys to come.